So you want to film yourself with the phone in the gym, but you either have no idea where to start or you've tried it, but it looks nothing like the videos you see on social media. Good news, you do not need a $5,000 setup or a cameraman to always be filming you in order for you to get that cinematic look. I've been filming myself for around 3 years now, and these are the clips that's helped me gone viral over and over again, so I know exactly what works. I'm gonna be breaking down 6 things I always focus on. Number 1, the settings that I use on my phone. Number 2, how to get over gym anxiety and learning the proper etiquette when you're filming yourself in the gym. Number 3, how to set up when you're filming yourself alone. Number 4, how to frame yourself properly. Number 5, the angles that actually work. Number 6, at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to color grade your videos in CapCut so it looks cinematic straight from your phone. So let's start off with number 1, the settings that I use. So first things first, you're gonna wanna open up your camera on your phone and set it to 4K at 30 frames per second. This is the best all-around settings for social media. And you always wanna make sure to wipe the back of your camera so it's looking sharp and not soft or hazy at all. Next thing you're gonna do is go to your settings and turn on your grid as well as your level. This will help you with your composition later on and to make sure that your videos are always leveled. And then to get that dark cinematic aesthetic look, you're gonna wanna go ahead and lower your exposure. This will be different depending on the phone that you have, but for me, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the top right corner and click on the 6 dots and then tap on exposure. And then depending on how bright the gym is, I'm gonna wanna either go to around -2 to -1 and just kind of play around with my liking. And right after that, make sure you tap on the machine you're gonna use and make sure that you see a yellow square. And what this will do is tell your phone to focus on the thing that you want it to focus to, so that way it isn't randomly trying to focus on other people in the background. And this is simply how people get that dark aesthetic look without having to color grade. But the downside is it is super underexposed. And with underexposed footage, we're not really gonna be able to color grade our videos properly. And since I'm gonna be showing you how to color grade on CapCut later, we're just gonna keep it at normal exposure so we can properly color grade our footage. Topic number 2, we're gonna need to talk about gym anxiety. Now I know that there are some of you watching this right now who has never filmed in a gym before, and I know that you might be super scared. Some of you have also been putting this to the side saying, you know what, tomorrow I'll do it.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
I'm just here to tell you that I was there once, and then just one day, I just brought my camera with my tripod. Before I pressed the record button, I literally thought that everybody was, looking at me and that it was all about me. Come to realize that nobody was actually paying attention to me. Yeah, people might look at you because you're carrying a camera, but it's more so out of curiosity than, judging. And even if they were judging you, it's totally cool because, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Whether, you're just filming yourself for yourself or, you're trying to be like a gym influencer, you need to do it in order for you to achieve your dreams and your goals or whatever it is. Just know that nobody's actually paying attention to you. You just have to get over that fear of judgment. Once you record yourself, after that one time, all of your fear and anxiety is gonna go away and you're gonna be like, oh, that was it. Like, it really wasn't that big of a deal. And then gym etiquettes from when you're filming yourself. Try not to block anybody's way. Try not to put your tripod in front of like a dumbbell rack. And I know there are some of you where, you can only film from probably like 5 to 8 p.m. and it's peak hours. Just try to look out for your surroundings. Just try to scope out the gym to see where you can film. Just try to find like a dead area where you can do it. I know it's gonna be hard, but just try your best to film without blocking anybody. Get to filming. Let's get to step number 3. How to set up when you're filming alone. So there's 3 different methods you can use at the gym when you're filming yourself. First one being is a tripod. So this is gonna be your best option out of the 3 just because, it is stable and that you're always gonna get the same angle. You can just set it up fast and easy and you don't have to worry about balancing and stuff like that. And this is the tripod I use. If you wanna get the same one, I'm gonna link this down below. And if you wanna use my link, I'd really appreciate it. Now the second one, if you don't have a tripod, we do the water bottle method. Now all you're gonna do is place this on the floor and then lean your phone against it like this or this way. The only bad thing is that it just takes a lot more adjusting to do and your video isn't always gonna come out decent because you're not really sure where you're putting it. Half the time it's like a guessing game and just kind of hoping that you set it up well. Third one is also a water bottle method, but it is on a bench. And this one, you get a little bit more height than just on the floor. So this way you can see kind of your angle a little bit better and then you can actually see your phone a lot more when you're trying to set it up. So if you don't have a tripod, do the water bottle method. Topic number 4, framing. Now you can have the best lighting there is and you can have the newest phone out there, but if your framing is off, your video is not gonna look right. Meaning if you have too much of the floor or if you have too much of the roof, your video is just gonna look off. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you're just right in the middle and you leave enough space for your head and enough space for your feet. So what I usually do before I film is I make sure that the machine I'm gonna go to is right in the middle of my frame. Before going in there, I'm also imagining myself being in that frame. So I know exactly where to go and I know my bar path and I know just the right amount of framing, if that makes sense. And again, just make sure you're always filming in 4K. So if you make any mistakes, you can kind of fix yourself up in post. Topic number 5, the angles that actually work. So I'm only gonna be talking about 5 angles here. This is the top 5 main that I use, but I just wanna say out there that try to be as creative as possible. There are no rules when filming yourself in the gym, and the more creative you can be, the better it is. You might film something that no one's ever seen and that might get you viral. Always try different things, as well as, if your phone allows you to do 0.5, try that as well. If you want more of like a telepathic look, you can also try doing a 3x with trying different things. That's gonna be able to set you apart from the rest. Just try as much as you can. So the first angle I always like to do is a low angle. Now this angle is gonna be kind of like knee height, and this is gonna make the phone look up at you, at the subject. This will make the subject more dominant. This is the angle that I use 90% of the time when I'm filming with my camera or with my phone. And the great thing about this low angle is that you don't have to like bring your tripod super high up, and you're not asking for too much attention, and it's just kind of like, it's just low. And the second angle I like to do is just kind of like a side angle. Like if I'm sitting right here, I'll like have it right there sometimes. We always want to switch it up, so either to the side or kind of like back there. Just try different angles that you like. Now the third shot I want to talk about is a mirror shot. Now this one is a little bit different. You're not just pointing the camera towards you, you're pointing it towards the mirror to get yourself. It gives it that different type of look. Play around with the mirror shot. I feel like it's a really great add-on for your videos. The fourth one is the foreground angle. Now all you have to do is put your phone so there's something close to the lens, like dumbbells, a bench, and then all you're gonna wanna make sure is that the front is blurry and then you in the back focused. The fifth one I'm gonna talk about is close-up shots. And this one is a great way that you can add to your edits, and it's actually gonna feel more cinematic and just more personal. So you can use this, when you're putting on straps on a bar, if you're sweating, or when you're putting plates on a bar, putting chalk on your hands or tying your shoes. Whatever you can do to get that different type of angle or close-up shot, do it. It's definitely a great add-on. And I'm just gonna remind you again to just be as creative as possible. And the more you film yourself consistently, you're just gonna get better at this. You're gonna know exactly the type of angles you want, how to set it up. And the more you do this, the less anxiety you're gonna have and the more confident you're gonna have in the gym when you're filming yourself. Stay consistent and just keep getting creative. Topic 6, how to color grade on CapCut. First things first, let's go ahead and upload our video that we are going to color grade. So we're just gonna do one clip, which is this one right here. First thing we are going to do is we are going to color correct. With color correcting, it's really all preference. There's no wrong or right answer. You can really adjust whatever it is that you wanna adjust based off of your preference and what your eyes like. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're gonna go to adjust. First thing I like to adjust is the contrast. We're gonna go ahead and maybe go to around 15. And then we're gonna go to brightness. Maybe I'm just gonna go down to, let's say, -3. And then we're gonna go to shadows. So we're gonna bring it down a little bit. Okay, and then highlights, we're gonna bring it down a little bit to maybe -6 as well. Okay, now that we've color corrected our video, we are now going to give it that tealish, greenish type of cinematic look. So now what we're gonna do is go to the graph section, and then for the red, we are just gonna go over here in the bottom left corner and then kind of adjust it down like so, like that. On your top right corner, we're gonna bring it up just a tad bit, maybe to the left here, and then click on the blue. Then we are gonna bring that up a bit to kind of bring out more of the shadows of the blue. So bring it up a little bit, and the highlights as well, like so. I barely moved that. Just so you know, on the left side, it controls the shadows, and then the right side controls the highlights, and then in the middle is obviously the midpoint. And so I like that look. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is go to hue, and then go to the left a bit to give it sort of like a green tint-ish look. And just like that, I think I'm happy with this look. I really like it. And when you're on CapCut, just try to make sure to play around with as much filters as possible, because this is a really user-friendly type of editing software, so you can really play around with all the filters that they offer, and as well as, you know, you can also change your hue and all the colors that you have on your video as well. So just make sure to play around as much as you can. There are no rules when you're color grading. But yeah, that is it for this video. I really hope that you got a couple of things from this. Get to filming and start posting your damn videos. And I hope to see you on my For You page soon. I'll see you in the next one.